everyone, this is Unbiased Opinion, and this is the College Football Week 10 recap. We're starting off with UCF at home versus Temple, where they won 52-40. The story of the game was Anthony Russo and Temple. Even though they got blown out, he threw 31 for 52, 444 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And also for Temple, Vintel Bryant, 7 receptions, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Pittsburgh upset Virginia at Virginia. Bryce Perkins for Virginia, 17 for 24, 205 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Darren Hall, he was really the story of the game for Pitt. 19 carries, 229 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Monster game for him. Clemson demolished Louisville 77-16. Malik Cunningham for Louisville, 5 for 10, 121 yards. Terrible game. Travis Etienne, 8 carries, 153 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Justin Ross, also for Clemson, 2 receptions, 74 yards, and 1 touchdown. But the game was so bad. Chase Bryce, their second string, I guess, now, because Kelly Bryant's transferring. But anyway, the game was so bad. We all know he played terrible against Syracuse. He went into this game and had 3 touchdowns. Like, dang. And then Georgia won 34-17 against Kentucky to win the SEC East title. Terry Wilson, 23 for 29, 226 yards, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 16 carries, 156 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Sim Rose, 4 receptions, 59 yards, and 1 touchdown. And the game of the week, that really didn't go so well. Alabama at LSU. Thought it would be, I didn't think it would be closer. I thought that LSU would have at least scored, but they didn't. They just got shut out at home. Tua Tagovailoa, 25 for 42, 295 yards, and 2 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, of course. And he also had 1 running touchdown. Damian Harris, also for Alabama, game changer. 19 carries, 107 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then Jerry Jeudy was also a beast. Really tried to get a touchdown, but couldn't. 8 receptions, 103 yards. No touchdowns. Another game of the week, Notre Dame and Northwestern. Notre Dame won 31-21. Ian Book was a beast as usual. 22 for 34, 343 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's really the reason they're undefeated. Isaiah Bowser for Northwestern, 23 carries, 93 yards. And in Michigan, they're like favored in the Big Ten now because of this 42-7 against Penn State. I really thought this was going to be much closer, but they just demolished them. Shea Patterson, whatever. Shea, probably. 11 for 17, 144 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Karan Higdon, another great running back in college, or in the whole country. 20 carries, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. Oklahoma survives at Texas Tech after Texas Tech starting quarterback goes out with an injury in the first half. Oklahoma won 51-46. Kyler Murray, 20 for 35, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Trey Sermon, also for Oklahoma, he had a monster game. 26 carries, 206 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Anthony Wesley for Texas Tech, 12 receptions, 199 yards. Trey Sermon just had a monster game. I mean, they really could not tackle him. I watched a bunch of the game. I really couldn't tackle him. So yeah, that was a pretty good game. Washington State survives against Cal, 19-13. Gardner Minshew, 35 for 51, 334 yards and 1 touchdown. Aesop Winston, 7 receptions, 92 yards and 1 touchdown. Ohio State also survives at home against a terrible Nebraska team. They only won by 5. They're really struggling. Adrian Martinez for Nebraska, 22 for 33, 266 yards and 1 touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, the usual for Ohio State, another great running back. 23 carries, 163 yards and 3 touchdowns. Johnny Dixon, 5 receptions, 96 yards and 1 touchdown. Missouri upsets Florida in the swamp. I didn't see this coming. But Drew Lock, 24 for 32, 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. He passed Peyton Manning as the third all-time SEC quarterback in touchdowns, I think. Demaria Crockett for Missouri as well. 21 carries, 114 yards and 1 touchdown. Also for Missouri, Emmanuel Hall, 4 receptions, 77 yards and 1 touchdown. And the real game of the week, the hidden gem of this Big 12 Classic, West Virginia at Texas. This is a close game, and it was a phenomenal game. West Virginia won 42-41. Sam Ehlinger for Texas, 25 for 36, 354 yards and 3 touchdowns. Martell Pettaway for West Virginia, 9 carries, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. And for Texas, Lil Jordan Humphrey, 9 receptions, 143 yards and 1 touchdown. But just because Sam Ehlinger is up here on top performance for pass doesn't mean that number 7, Will Grier, didn't have a great game. Because he actually won. Because he threw the ball off of his back foot with like 16 seconds left. Threw it pretty much all the way down the field with precision, accuracy. And the receiver got 1 foot in, and they tied the game. Then with the 2-point conversion, Will Grier, I didn't even know he could run. But he ran, and I guess he surprised Texas too. That's how they went. And then Utah got upset